Okay, welcome back. Spirit Child 1723. Got a reading for Sagittarius in the month of March. Sorry it's coming out so late, just the way it's going. And if you're new, welcome. I'm an intuitive reader, not a traditional tarot reader. You're welcome to stay around and see if this is for you or not. And for those of you returning, thank you. Well, I've had a lot of bird, especially cardinal activity, pecking on my window. We're just outside the, we're mostly tornado warnings and stuff last night, but I think the birds are still, getting settled in. There's still winds 22 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour today. Anyways, but I had asked for a sign from a departed loved one, and I definitely think that female cardinal was that connection, to spirit. And we'll see as time goes on if that is a reoccurrence. Then I know it's set up for that specific person. So if any of you have that as a sign for your departed loved one, you may too be getting a visit from spirit, right? From them in the spirit, from the spirit world to here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if any of you do have known birds for your connection to your loved ones, go ahead and drop it in the comment box. I'd love to see. I know people go big and heavy on the dragonflies and butterflies, whatever works, whatever resonates with your heart, All right, let's do this, Sagittarius. So let's no more delays. Let's move along. Sagittarius, the month of March, please and thank you. These videos are all taped and unedited. If there's any type of technical glitch, I do the whole thing over. All right, we have Six of Water. We have Ego. This is very different than the three previous readings I did. Unity. And let's see what else for Sagittarius. Sagittarius in the month of March. That's my sign. I'm Sagittarius, the High Priestess. All right. Well, all right. First card is the Six of Waters. Memories from your history or your childhood. Issues regarding children. Romanticizing the past. So, I would say it's an all right energy. You're moving along from the Five of Water or Five of Cups in a traditional deck. There's a mermaid in the background. But this is talking about reminiscing your childhood. And I kind of have that going on from the healing work I've done. It's unlocking some of the decent memories as well. We dealt with the hurtful ones and the pain and everything. This could be just really appreciating and valuing, time that did go right in your family atmosphere, when you were growing up. And we have Ego card, Archangel Jophiel, the angel of beauty, showing somebody with a mask on. False sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So, all this to say is, it's a false perception, basically, and that's something we, monitor, because it's easy to get pulled into the 3D world of materialism and wanting the best and the latest and the greatest and not wanting to be outdone by people. This card's just reminding us that's all based in ego. It's not who you are. Your essence is a soul first, and then you come into a body second, And at some point, a lot of people realize that doesn't bring a lot of inner fulfillment. For some people, it does. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong at all with having nice stuff and manifesting abundance in, the pentacles or the earth suit, I guess it'd be in this deck. Nothing wrong with it. Unity, Archangel Sandalphon. Okay. traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. I mean, this is energy of collaborating, I guess, and being unified in purpose, you know, finding your tribe, the people that are on similar or you know, exactly the same spiritual quest as you. When you can find them in the 3D world, that's great. You know, that just does a lot for us. Our soul, some people call it soul family. Then we have the High Priestess, number 2 card. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. High Priestess sees, you know, through the veil. You're not gonna sneak up on this person. You're not gonna make a plan to attack them. They're gonna know it way before you even come close to doing anything. This is somebody adept in intuition, which is known as a female skill, right? But there's guys that have it too, you know, and it can be developed by a lot of people. You know, everyone has a different path, and some people it's an unlearning. It's just recognizing that that's within them. But it's a pretty powerful feminine character here. All right, moving along, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what the next 3 cards are for your reading. Please and thank you. These are spirit cards by John Holland. It says listen. So about receiving messages, you know, you're asking for help and you're sending prayers up saying listen for the answers. We got caregiver and have fun. So first card, spirit, in the spirit deck is listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand somebody. Now is not the time for offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. I guess as younger generations, all about calling it holding space for someone, which I understand. That makes sense. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words, right? So, and a good thing to do, and what I've learned as I get older, is I ask somebody before they give me, or I allow them to give me the lowdown on something. You asking me just to listen, or do you want an opinion or possibly advice or criticism, constructive criticism or whatever? Like, tell me ahead of time, right? Am I just to be an active listener and hold space? Or, you know, do you want me to offer anything at the end? Caregiver. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care and love at the start of your life. So that whole wheel of receiving and giving all the way through the life cycle here. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So this is about not giving all your energy away. And if you are Earth Angel, Light Worker, Starseed, you know, more than others, you got to keep that in balance, and you got to do your self-care. You got to take care of yourself. It's just like me. You know, I don't get into terribly negative readings. You know what I mean? Just won't do it, you know? But when there is other energy that happens to be there, whatever, you know, I gotta cleanse my aura. I gotta, you know, I gotta get, you know, detached from that energy and stuff. You know, I don't want it lingering around. So it's the same thing with, you know, someone that always gives away to others and doesn't, you know, your battery's gonna get empty. You got to charge off something. So it usually means taking better care of yourself. I'm still learning. I got a long ways to go. Have fun. Stop. When's the last time you had fun? Last time you took a chance and did something silly? Something totally unlike you. Something just for the joy of it. It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Playful, you know, fairy type energy. And that's one of the highest tools involved in manifestation, is just having that playful spirit, not be resentful that you don't have something. But more importantly, it talks about, You let go of your analytical mind. One of the other readings I was explaining, if you're starting to do readings for yourself, to me, what I learned along the way is these cards are just to distract my analytical mind, right? So the messages can come in the art creative side, right? You know, yeah, there's symbolism and messages that pop out of the card, but it's to keep the analytical side focused on something, a focal point, while you receive messages from spirit if you can connect. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see what you guys got here. Including myself. This is reading for me. I need to take some self-care. I'm doing that. Girl with a snake, charmed or used, enabled boundaries. Yikers. Shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, and empathy. Epiphany, transformation. Epiphany, transformation. They load so much words in different directions on these cards. And backstabbing. Oh, Jesus. All right, Sagittarius. We're going along good. You're the 1, 2, 3, 4th reading. All of a sudden, Sagittarian month is getting tested here a little bit. All right, girl with a snake. Well, this energy is around the charmer, you know, doing whatever they can really to gain control over you. They don't want to be with you. They don't want, unless they can use you. It's manipulation, you know, through flattery. Yeah, shock, sudden change, shocking news. So, you know, this could be self-transformation, but also, you know, your eyes could just be getting opened up to like, hey man, that person took me on a ride here. I'm sorry if they did, Sagittarius, but we all get our turn, you know, until we learn a lesson and change our vibration, you know, we might attract the same thing again. And we have backstabbing. Doesn't get better. I'm sorry, guys. Heartbreak and pain, separation, loss, deception and lies, shock and attack. So this is telling me somebody's just, they didn't know they were played till it was all over, till the blood stains were on the sheets, right? Yeah. Till it was no way you could deny, like, this person didn't have good intentions, you know, and was, whether it's direct or indirect, because sometimes childhood wounds unhealed cause a person in a certain way, they're going to hurt you. Doesn't matter. You received the hurt, Sagittarius, and that's the side you were on this time, you know. All right, Spirit. A couple cards from the Romance Angel, Romance and Love Angel, whatever they call it, Doreen Virtues deck that everyone uses. Got 2 cards here. Soulmate and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So, hopefully the new one in question is a soulmate. I'm hoping you're done with all that other energy. I don't see that as anything that can be revived, but anything's possible as long as 2 people are willing to change and, you know, continue to have open mind. But this is energy of a new person. And, you know, it might not, you know, fit the idea you have in your head or the picture you have in your head of how they look and how they should behave and what job they should have. You know, some of that's all ego. So this is talking about soulmate. This is talking about your soul knowing this other person. Your soul showing you that you easily get along with this person and you can collaborate and you can have teamwork and you're not in competition with each other. Then it says, we don't really care what it says now. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. But this is showing the passionate, lovey-dovey side of it. You know, these are 2 extremely attractive angels here, or surrounded by angel wings. I can't tell. But this saying, let time take time, and you know, be willing to put in the work. You know, when the initial honeymoon stage of the relationship's over, and there's more work that that's involved, you know, and it doesn't have to be like painful work. It's just that, you know, you kind of come down off, you know, out of the clouds, and reality hits in, and a lot of times you have to reestablish like how much time you're going to spend with the person, and if you're dating them, you know, how many times a week or how many times a month is something that works for both of you, etc. If there's children involved, you know, especially the females, they're gonna want to kind of monitor slowly, you know, do they introduce their child to you and when, you know? So there's all those factors involved. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to take one intuitive card to close this reading. So Sagittarius in the month of March, I believe this is called Intuitive Empath deck. And actually the images on this, I've only seen one deck better, and that was, I think, Sonia Choquette. We got two cards I'll take. Well, there's your card. The other ones are clumped. Sonia Choquette has a deck, that all the images are based really on how the spirit world would show them to you if you're clairvoyant. It's really dead on, you know, for me. And this one here is my second favorite, and I don't know the deck as well as that one I used to use. But, you know, it's abstract images and stuff. It's not always a 3D movie like you see at the cinema. All right, opening to dreams and visions. All right, Sagittarius. So it looks like we have the dove and the Holy Spirit coming out. There's a shape of love, and there's also, you know, different, what do you call it? Spirit animals revealing themselves. There's angel wings above the dove, and there's hands coming down from the heaven. So don't forget that spiritual help is always there. Some of the focus is around the heart chakra. The other focus is around the base chakra, as well as the throat chakra. So I'll hold the card up for you guys can take a look. But yeah, very interesting. Opening to dreams and visions, you know. And it just shows you that when you are having dreams and visions, it could be multiple layers of media on top of each other, or a combination of sources giving you things in an energy ball. And it's your job to sort it out. But I'm going to just hold this up there for anyone who's interested, can take a look for, you know, a minute. All right, I didn't quite make a minute, but you can freeze it. You can freeze it if you want to look at it on the video. That's basically what I have for you, Sagittarius. If anyone has some interpretations of what this means to them, put it down in the comment box. I'd love to hear it. And other than that, have a great month.